You ever think about how wired headphones work for free?
What could that possibly mean? What do you mean by that? What do you
Well,
mean?
here's what I'm thinking about. So the headphones I'm wearing, right? I
Yeah.
can charge them up and use them as a Bluetooth device, and then they use the power. But if I
Yeah.
plug them in with the aux cord, they will work forever.
Yeah.
That's not a little crazy to you
No.
they can work for free.
What do you mean for free?
It's just they make sound, and it can either require power or not require power.
No, it takes power from the device you plug it into.
You think an aux cord is running enough power for him to do that forever? Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I don't know. It's interesting, at least.
Sure.
I feel like speakers kind of just work if they're plugged in.
Yeah.
Like speaker wire, I just can't imagine there's that much power. I don't know. I could be wrong. I thought it was interesting. I'm Ty Windisch. I'm with the
here's
not
the thing.
amused Rohan Katti. This is the Eurostep, represented by Prize Picks.
The majority of the power that's needed for it to be wireless is for that Bluetooth connection.
Clearly. But is that not interesting in itself that something that makes audio can like use barely any power and do it forever?
Yeah. Well, when you put it that way, it is.
It's a cool thing.
It is cool.
Okay, well, apparently it's not that cool. This is what my mind's thinking of versus trying to think about the Bucks after they got, I think blown out by the Pistons. I know it ended up being a 13-point game, but kind of a fake comeback there at the end. We had some new characters debut for the season in this game. We had a lot of stuff going on that we'll talk about, but the real focus of the pod, you put it this way before we started recording, Rohan. How can the Bucks get some wins without Giannis? Because they are 2 games into however long this stretch will be without him, and they have no wins thus far. Maybe the big fella will be back soon.
Hasn't been close.
Well, I mean, the
Philly game was close.
Yeah, by definition, pretty close. Very disappointing. I was a lot more disappointed, frankly, by that game. I thought the Pistons game would be worse.
Yeah.
We
both knew that this Pistons game was going to be bad. Pistons are really good.
Pistons are really good. They were really well rested. They were the healthiest they've been all season. They welcomed back Jaden Ivey
and
for that
Tobias
game.
Harris.
And Tobias, but Jaden hadn't played all year. Tobias had played this year and was hurt, I think.
Yeah, he missed like 9 games.
Yeah, he missed a long time. But he was 7 of 9 from the field, so he clearly was able to get right. Jesus. We'll talk about the defensive trend that saw him and Paul George play so well, which is just a guy's name, actually.
Here's the thing. I'm in this fantasy basketball league I'm in. I was trying to add Tobias Harris for like 3 straight days.
Yeah.
While he was still hurt. And it kept telling me this player's involved in another transaction. And I was checking, like, is anyone doing anything with Tobias? And no one said anything. Everyone was like, no.
It's weird.
He's just hurt. That's why no one's picking him up. And I was like, I'm just trying to invest.
Yeah.
And then it just doesn't let me pick him up. And then when, like, on Saturday, someone's just able to pick him up. And it's not me. And I'm just like, what's going on here?
Some sort of glitch. You got totally killed. He was great. He had 18, 5 rebounds, 4 assists in that game, and a block. Tobias came alive. Revenge game? Do you think Tobias remembers being a Buck?
I think he does.
Just barely. That was talk about like a long career since then. That's probably like is that the least revenge game possible? Tobias Harris coming back to the Bucks.
Yeah, it's like that era is like, oh, do you think every game the Lakers play is a revenge game for JJ Redick? Like,
right. Like I just think if it's 10 years ago and it was like a very minor thing at the time and the Bucks kind of instantly regretted it.
Org is like completely different.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that one. But yeah,
you're not even walking into the same building.
No, different building. Yeah, the building I feel like is a big change.
If you were still walking into the Bradley Center, I'd be like, he might be like, oh man, like maybe it is.
He probably would have been. It would have been a grateful game if he was still walking in. Thank God I don't play here anymore. Yeah. This windowless hockey rink. That's probably what a lot of players thought for a long time when they left the Bucks.
Oh yeah. But the Pistons were able to come into town and just completely trounce the Bucks. The 13-point deficit was not indicative at all of what this game was. It almost was a 30-point lead at some points in that game.
Yeah. The Bucks, the real rotation fought it back. It was like around 16 in the fourth when Doc and JB Bickerstaff ultimately pulled the plug on the game. The Bucks only won garbage time by 4, so like they hung it around 17 for a lot of the second half, which is respectable. But that doesn't get you a win being respectable. That's just a moral victory, and those don't help you qualify for the playoffs, unfortunately.
No, they really don't. The Bucks are now below 500 on the season. They are sitting in 11th out of the play-in.
Well, they've still never lost 2 games in a row. Now they've lost 4 games in a row. That's different.
That is
so
different.
They're just getting them all out, and then they'll have no more games left to lose, and then 0 2-game losing streaks.
Yep. They need to win a basketball game.
They need
and
to
here's
win,
the thing, Tom.
They need to win tonight as we record, to be honest with you. Did you see I posted the Portland? They're on a second night of a back-to-back as well. They are traveling just like the Sixers were, and the Bucks lost that game, but they were right there. Did you see their injury report for Sunday night?
Yeah, it looks really bad.
And again, this could be different for today's game. It's not due until this afternoon. But for Sunday night, the Blazers ruled out all of Drew Holiday, Damian Lillard, Scoot Henderson, Shaedon Sharpe, Matisse Thybulle, and Blake Wesley, and Donovan Clingan and Robert Williams were questionable. The center injuries are a big deal for them because while they took Yang Hansen, who people are excited about, he's been a G League player for the most part. He's gonna 30-point triple-double for Yang Hansen on. Denny Avdia might actually do that. He's been healthy. He's been great. He's probably a legit all-star now. So Portland still has players, but they're down a lot of quality players, or at least it seems like they are. We'll update that injury report on social as it comes out. But
no opportunity for a revenge game for Drew.
Or Dame.
Yeah, well, Dame, we knew.
Yeah, true. We think Drew could play, but it's a calf strain.
I was going to say we think Dame could play.
I mean,
like, what?
I didn't think he was going to play in the playoffs this last year. He could prove us wrong again. Him and Tatum just coming back early. But it's a calf strain for Drew, so maybe they just held him out one of the back-to-back games. I don't know, but I do know he has missed time, and they've pretty much immediately suffered with him out.
Yeah. Calf strains are nothing to be messed with. NBA is taking them way more seriously nowadays, and there's a lot of them.
Patrick Dumont is like, I need medical certainty that Anthony Davis won't hurt his calf again when he comes back. You're going to be waiting a while, bud.
Yeah. You're going to be waiting a long time.
I mean, the premise is good, but that's just a player where I don't think you're ever going to have like I'm a doctor and I've signed off, and there's no way Anthony Davis gets hurt if he plays tonight. I just don't think that letter's coming.
No, it's never coming.
Maybe they can find Trump's doctor. He's a jacked 180 pounds.
Do you know, I was asked, could you name the top 10 heaviest players in the league?
Did you see this thing of the NFL player who weighs 350 pounds or whatever?
Yeah, he got cut, right?
No, not that guy. Darnell Washington, the Steelers tight end. A tight end.
Oh, yeah, that guy, yeah.
He's like almost 4 bills, I think. He's like a real pass catcher. Not just like a big guy.
And he was just like, he went through, I saw a highlight, was it last week, where he's just going through like 3 guys?
No, duh. I mean, that's physics. Like, you can't take that guy down. I mean, he's got more mass and thus more power.
Yeah.
You
know that Donovan Clingan is on that list?
Of the heaviest? I mean, I'm not stunned by that. I think
Wendell Carter Jr. is
Wendell Carter's one of the, no way.
That's why I said I think this list was BS, because I was like, there's no way.
Well, I was going to say they took Zion off, I think.
No, Zion was on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is Brook Lopez on there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's Zion and 7-footers.
Yes. And then Wendell.
He's like 6. Yeah, Wendell's only like 6'10". Zion's like 6'6". That's crazy.
And he was like 4.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's just like how many big 7-foot, like Steven Adams might not be on there.
He's not.
Valanciunas is probably on there.
Yes, he was number 3 or something.
Yeah, just we don't actually have that many absolute units anymore.
Yeah, I mean Edey was number 1, so
Edey. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's crazy. Yeah. Edey and Clingan, same lottery, just 2 of the hefty fellas in the league these days.
But you wouldn't think of Clingan.
I mean,
at least maybe I
wouldn't not think of him.
I would have thought like Mason Plumlee before Donovan Clingan.
Plumlee's kind of svelte.
Yeah.
The funny thing is Wembanyama is probably like 50th percentile league-wide, and he's the tallest guy in the league.
Mm-hmm.
That's
how he moves so well.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what we were talking about, but the
injuries.
Oh, injuries. Yeah. But they got to win Portland. But let's finish up on Detroit first. I know Asar Thompson's defense is legit, and he really made Ryan Rollins work. That said, I do think it's indicative. Well, we'll start with the positive of how good Rollins is, that the really ugly, gritty, grimy Ryan Rollins got it out the mud game. He had 24 points, 7 assists, 5 boards, a steal, and 2 blocks. Like, the shooting percentages weren't great, but they weren't terrible. He only got to the line 4 times, which was 2 more than any other Buck in this game. Thanasis was tied for second with 2 free throws in 2 minutes, 22 seconds.
Damn right.
Damn right. But the Pistons are really good. They're physical. And the Bucks are just like clearly now not a top 2 team in their division. And that doesn't feel great.
No, they might not even be top. The Bulls.
I'll give it to them over the Bulls. Not without Giannis, but when no one should trust the Bulls.
No, the slide has been predicted.
Yeah, we all saw that one coming.
And they're still 9-7.
I was going to say they're not that far above the Bucks, but they are above the Bucks.
1.5 games.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Pistons and the Cavs are clearly the cream of the crop of the Central Division, and it's just not a good place to be if you're the Milwaukee Bucks. It just isn't. All of the issues that we've seen are perpetuating, and there's no semblance of an identity, as we talked about last week at one of the 3 pods we did last week. I don't remember which one it was.
I'm not doing 3 this week.
No, neither.
I'm going to enjoy my turkey day and just blank out whatever's going on. Do they?
Yep.
Did the NBA give up that day?
Yeah, there's no games that day.
Okay. Thank goodness.
The Packers play, but
yeah.
Packers play the Lions. Listen to Talk of the Tundra. What was I saying? Yeah, everything that we've talked about in terms of their identity and or more lack thereof identity, their defense, their offensive structures, all of those things just keep on rearing their ugly head. And that game against the Pistons was a perfect example of that. They couldn't get any sort of offense going. They couldn't really have a cohesive defensive plan. They just had to stick to that zone many times, which to their credit has been working, getting them out of games or getting them out of big holes in games. But they're getting in those big holes to begin with, which is not ideal. And it's almost very difficult to fight your way out of. Ryan Rollins continues to be the only consistent scoring piece. Bobby Portis was actually able to score, but then not a ton else. Kyle Kuzma, to be fair, all of their starters were in double digits, but you need to have another 20-point score.
I think Kuzma probably would have gotten there. He only logged 16 minutes, and he was fighting through an illness, and he ended up basically just not playing in the second half at all, I think. The ironic thing
said, credit to him for trying, but he just didn't have it.
Ironically,
and
he kind of did have it. He kind of did. He was probably their second best player. He had 13 points, 16 minutes on 5 of 10 shooting, hit 2 free throws, also had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and only 1 turnover. Like, they lost his minutes, but I was like watching that game. I was like, I don't know, there's a lot of guys who must be sick then because Kuzma had it more than some of these other guys in the game. I think the notable stuff. Wait, do you want to share your thoughts on Detroit before we go into like all the Bucks stuff that did change and probably should continue to change? Because I know you've been the Detroit guy.
Yeah,
you've been holding the stock. It's paying off. Cade wasn't awesome, but they looked really good still.
It wasn't his best game by far.
Yeah,
and he still ends up with 29, 8, and 10.
Yeah, Jesus Christ,
with a steal and a block.
Yeah.
So. It's incredible to watch, man. They're fun. Cade's really good. I know there have been some Cade haters out there who are, hiding right now. Everyone knows. If you don't know who I'm talking about, ask me and I'll tell you. Okay. I'm not gonna say it right now, but it's just fun. This team's fun. They make sense. They like playing together. They have a bunch of good shooters. They have a bunch of good passers, which I think is one of the most important things. Like Jalen Duren is getting 5 assists for them because they know how to work pin downs and back cuts and all these things. And, he sees the floor really, really well for a big guy. And you're working off of Cade Cunningham, who also is a really, really good passer. Like those two together are so fun. And then you just throw in Asar Thompson for just lockdown defense, and you're like, okay, you can guard the opposing best player any night. Doesn't really matter who it is. Yeah. If it's a point guard, if it's a center, I'm gonna give Asar Thompson. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It's kind of crazy to watch. And then you throw in a veteran like Tobias Harris, who can just go out there and just get some buckets sometimes. And you don't have to ask him to do a lot. It's awesome. You bring in some stretch bigs who are now stretch bigs now, like Isaiah Stewart. and just provide like that same level of defensive intensity, they're a really well-built team, man.
You got Ronald coming off the bench to spell us ours. You have a defensive game record all the times. I love that Ron Holland is going by Ronald, at least officially.
Yeah.
I feel like colloquially he still goes by Ron, but every time I see Ronald Holland II, I'm like, is this guy a prince or a hooper? Maybe both.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's a prince on the court.
Yeah.
Unlike Torian Prince.
Get well. Oh, come on. Get well soon, Torian Prince. Might be out for the year.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
He's not on the court. Okay, I got you. I thought you were saying he's not princely. I was like, geez.
No. Like, he's not on the court.
No, he's not on the court. He's not on the court. But yeah, so you mentioned Tobias Harris a couple of times, Bucks legend. So these first two games, noteworthy because the other teams went on early runs, in part because their fours got going. Paul George for the Sixers and Tobias Harris for the Pistons.
I wonder who was guarding them.
I think this is very concerning. It was Bobby Portis in both cases. He's the starting four right now for the Bucks. I just don't know what you can do with him anymore defensively if he's like not even close to being able to keep up with Tobias Harris and Paul George in November 2025.
Both coming off big injuries.
Both coming back from injuries that game, and they were like incredible against it. I think some of it is just effort. Like he just is not chasing these guys to threes and they're hitting them. But some of it is just like, even though he's big, he has short arms and guys like that are very comfortable shooting over him. And it's almost like, who's left in the NBA that you can put Bob on and say, guard him now?
No one.
Like, there's not like Omar Ashik's out here playing the four these days. I think it's actually Omer. Omer Ashik. Like, they used to play him with like Alexis Ajinça. Like, yeah, Bobby Portis could start against that front court. We don't see that anymore. I don't know what player
you're speaking
left.
my language, man.
I don't know what player
throw
left.
Some Ryan Anderson in there. Just these Pelicans.
Prime Rhino would have diced him, I think. I fear. Like, if Tobias Harris could, coming off the injury at what, 35?
Is he 35 now?
Maybe not 35. I mean, he's definitely up there. He's been playing for a long time.
He's 33.
It's 33, coming off a major injury absence, and he looks spry as a gazelle against Portis. I really don't. I don't think they can start Bob at the four anymore.
No,
I just don't.
Can't. I mean, this was our problem when we did the pod last week about Giannis being hurt. It was our second pod that week. I remember.
Yeah.
And neither of us said that Bobby Portis was a good idea.
No.
And this is why. And here's the thing. We might end up being right, man. We're going to talk about him a little bit later, but it might just be Ajax time.
I think I posted they should start him. I think they should start Ajax against Portland.
They should. I was right about something.
Yep.
The Bob stuff is just untenable, though. You can't keep doing this.
And if you say,
are you starting Den? Are the Blazers going to start Denny at the four and then just have him put up 50 in the first quarter?
The worst part about all this, I know we've already yelled about this on the show, but the fact that freaking Greg Buckner goes and like they rattle us with their new starting five in the middle of the Sixers game, and we gave up a run because of that. Like, who did you think was going to start? I think they must have thought Dom Barlow was going to start. And they're like, we think Bob can stand next to Dom Barlow. The problem is, Dom Barlow's probably cutting to the rim like 5 different times and dunking. If that's the case, like,
oh, he was getting offensive rebound after offensive rebound.
He did that too. I don't know what you can. I don't know what you can do with him anymore defensively. I mean,
you can trade him.
Not yet, unfortunately, because of the new contract.
You still have to wait. Is it December?
I don't remember if it's December or January because I had bird rights on it. Might be even later.
Oh, it might be.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I like maybe, and that might be why they're doing the zone so much. I mean, I was flummoxed that, and I hate their zone. I think they're really bad at it. I mean, there were plays where like they just swing it inside once and kick it right back out, immediate open three. There was one they tried to use it when the Pistons were out inbounding it from the sideline on the Bucks half of the court, and Cade literally throws it in, takes one step forward, they throw it back, and a wide open three. No one even around him, like a practice shot. Their zone sucks. I mean, it worked against Philly late because it was pretty much just like a box and two designed to not get Maxey the but the Sixers are so bad around him that was a good strategy. But But I think the zone is bad. I think they're relying on it because they have guys like Cole Anthony, who we'll talk about. He seemed to lose a lot of his minutes as that game went on, and Portis. Actually, it'll be one of the Blazers starting lineup is weird right now. If they have the same players available, they started Sidi Sissoko at point guard, Denny Avdia, Toumani Camara, Jeremy Grant, and Donovan Clingan. That lineup actually screams to start Ajax.
It does.
Bob can't guard any of these guys. Bob can't guard Clingan. That's the other thing. He also can't guard centers. If you put him on Jalen Duren's just going to dunk like every time.
Yeah. Even if Bob's in perfect position, he's still going to dunk because he can just jump higher than he can jump higher than 1 inch. He can
jump, and he doesn't have Bob has short arms. Mm-hmm. You watch Bob, guys just always make shots over Bob. It's because Big Bob, Bobby Portis. It's because he doesn't have the longest arms.
Or like small Bob.
I mean, he's physically a lot bigger than me, but guys shoot over him. I mean, Paul George is there in the mid-range looking like Indiana 2012 Paul George, just comfortable.
Yeah.
Guys are comfortable against Portis right now.
No. You think you can get a shot off over Bobby Portis?
No.
No, neither can I.
No, I'm not gonna take it too far.
I know. I was literally setting that up to be like, we're still not good.
No, yeah. Jeremy Grant had 21 points on 6 of 8 shooting and was a minus 29 against the Thunder last night. What an insane team, dude.
And it's crazy because that's the only team to beat OKC.
Yeah. I think OKC remembered that.
Yeah. It's like how they put the belt to the Bucks after the cup.
You know what the problem is with that, though? The Blazers guys barely played because they lost by so much. Denny played 23 minutes. Toumani played 26. Grant
so they're
24.
well rested for the Bucks.
They're relatively well rested because they lost by 30. I think they were down by 30 immediately. They lost the first quarter 39-18. Dude.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
But you have to make a change, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you do. Kuzma's off the injury report for the Bucks now. That's been out. So it's as expected. Alex Antetokounmpo is just out every game with the herd. And then Giannis, Prince, and KPJ are all also out. So Kuzma should be fully available. He was questionable with an illness going into Detroit. Gutted it out, but I guess didn't have it. But again, kind of looked like he did have it. But I don't think you can start Bobby anymore. I think he's got to be a bench player whose minutes are limited. I think it's literally the same playbook as Cole Anthony. As soon as one of them or both starts to either not hit their shots or get just roasted defensively, you've just got to put someone else in the game. And I think the number one positive takeaway from the Pistons' loss was some of these guys who have been collecting dust on the Bucks bench can give you that defense and were contributing some to offense. So Ajax was the clearest one, I think. What did you see from him against Detroit?
Well, here's the thing. The first thing he did when he got into the court was get a rebound off of a free throw and immediately throw a behind-the-back pass to his teammates. And I'm like, okay, once again, you've learned
He's
nothing.
A freak. I think that was the only time he did it, thankfully. But
it's like, I think I messaged you right away and you're like, it's a compulsion.
It's literally 80 feet from the rim, no one around him. You just got to do this.
He just has to. But after I got mad about that, I started to like what I was seeing, right? There was that defensive intensity. There was that pushing of the pace. There was that just versatility. He was able to go from player to player, and it was not, there's not much of a, what's the word I'm looking for? You're not losing any defensive value when you're going from different player to different player type against the Pistons, who I explained earlier have a bunch of different archetypes of players that fit really well together. And he was just able to seamlessly go from, okay, now I'm chasing a guy around a screen. Now I'm just, sizing up in the post. Now I'm just face guarding some people. And now it's like, okay, that's awesome. That's really, really cool. He's showing that defense that just has allowed him to be in the NBA because it's such a high level skill that he possesses. He was dishing out the ball really well because once again, he is scared to look at the rim. But I think that was probably the biggest issue. And even that didn't seem like that much of an issue in this game.
No, I'm trying to pull up right now. I mean, he shot 6 times.
Six times, yeah.
Not a lot, but
he scored his first points.
He scored his first points of the season. It was free throws. He got 2 of them. He missed the first one. And I was so scared for him. He was going to shoot 2 free throws and still have no points on the season. He still has less points than Kevin Porter Jr. on the year, which isn't great because he played 1 quarter. I think he also
9 minutes.
He definitely has less than Pete Nance, who scored again in this game and just continues to just look good every time he comes in. The Pete Nance take lives. Last year, Andre Jackson Jr., who again started 40 games, took 6 field goals in a game 9 times.
Wow.
So done it already once this year, and it is his first game in real minutes. The minutes distribution on these is hilarious. He was 4 of 6 in a game he played 36 minutes, and he was 3 of 7 in a game he played 9 minutes, which I assume was garbage time.
Awesome.
Yeah. A crazy player. But I will say, offensively, Ajax, his best possessions of the night were in the third quarter when the Bucks were still down a lot, but okay, it's they're not getting totally blown out right now. It's
still doable.
They 3 good possessions, it could be a single-digit game. That's in range in the third quarter of any NBA game, obviously. He gets the ball in the corner, and there's almost no action happening because the Bucks offense is a complete slog that doesn't know what to do when Giannis isn't in the game, and kind of breaks down his defender off the dribble, penetrates a little bit. The help guy up the arc from him dips a little bit. He immediately hits Rollins for a 3, and I was like, wow, that was a self-created Ajax assist, not because he'll pile up assists, but sometimes it's okay, just go to the rim, you swung it out to a semi-contested 3 instead. That's not actually better. That is a real kind of productive assist. He ended up with 5 in the game. Only Rollins had more for the Bucks. And he did stuff like that offensively. He only made 2 of his 6 shots. He made 1 of his 3 threes and 1 of his 2s. He made 1 of his floaters, which I think I talked about last pod. And it looked okay. I mean, it's not it looks weird, but it's a good shot for him. I was very impressed. And it's only because they're without Giannis and everything is junk ball right now. I would start him. I would start Rollins, Green, Ajax, Kuzma, Turner. And because you can defend with that lineup. The offense is TBD. But the offense is TBD with Bob, too. It's not
offense
working.
has been TBD with Giannis.
Yeah. And honestly, is the shooting that bad in that lineup? Ajax takes and kind of makes open threes. Kuzma's Kuzma. The other guys are good shooters. So I think it can work. I mean, we'll see.
I think it could. Here's the thing. It was always, for all we've talked about Kuzma and Giannis not playing well together, Ajax and Giannis was always worse.
Yeah.
Right? Always. And even this season, it's not feasible to do at all. So when you don't have Giannis, you're okay, Ajax.
Just stagger them. Giannis comes out, Ajax comes in.
No, I'm saying especially during this stretch, yeah.
Oh, during this stretch, yeah. Let's let it loose, see if he can learn something and develop. The block that he got robbed out of, by the way.
Oh, man.
Tyler Ford needs to go to The Hague and answer for these crimes.
He does, absolutely.
I mean, that was as clean as a block can be. And
invoking the name of a different T official.
Right.
Donaghy.
I was like, Tony Brothers is pretty bad, but I feel like I'm missing something here. Thanks for spelling it out for me. That block, what was Ajax, 20 feet behind the offensive player? Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, he might actually get there. That was awesome.
It was really cool. Who else is doing that besides Giannis on this team? Ryan Rollins.
Probably not that far behind.
From that far, no, it's tough.
Catching up, Ajax speed. The speed is a big factor there. It is funny that the Bucks are now in this annual tradition of everything sucks. The game becomes a slog. Let's dust off Ajax, and we're all oh my god, this is great.
He's like the Mariah Carey of the Bucks.
It's defrosting time for Ajax. That's amazing. But also Sims, I thought, continues to play pretty well. We didn't give him an upstock because he had 2 pretty bad turnovers. One was an illegal screen. One was he just didn't look close enough before trying to inbound to Rollins or pass a rebound to Rollins, and it got stolen. An immediate bucket that kind of killed their run. But he had 6 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, a steal, and a block.
He rebounds the heck out of the ball, man.
It's just hustle, dude. Him, Ajax, and we'll talk about Harris. They're just giving you so much more on every possession of all the little connective things. The rebounding, but also boxing out. Running out to contest a shooter. They actually could play defenses that require rotation because all the guys would run to shooters, which it's really sad is not usually the case for the Milwaukee Bucks. Sims is awesome. I like Sims. He's obviously limited. 6 points for him is like probably close to a Bucks career high. They're pretty much all dunks, but that's what they need him to do. And every time he plays, it feels like the defense is just awesome, no matter who he plays with.
Mm-hmm. Because you can see him being a force around the rim. You can see him being able to be mobile on the perimeter. It's not the best, but he gets the job done.
Yeah.
He's able to like at least keep up and give himself a chance to recover with his athleticism and his length. And it's just fun to watch. I can't stop watching him rebound, man.
I know.
He goes up and gets the ball, and it's like, wow.
I feel like Doc has come to this realization of like, we just need to play this guy, even if it's with like Portis and Turner, because he'll just go get the ball. And we just need more of that.
It's awesome.
The Bucks actually out offensive rebounded the big Pistons. Part of it could be Detroit scored 62% of their shots, so not a lot of opportunities, but they only had one offensive rebound.
Yeah.
Bucks had 6. I want to talk about Harris and just more of what we think should change in the rotation. But I also want to talk about our good friends at Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports platform of all time, in my opinion, where you can take your hot takes and turn them into cold, hard cash by picking more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. Rohan and I do this all the time, and I want to talk about my flex play W from the Pistons game. And this is actually a perfect transition because I want to talk about the player who was my only miss here, but it was still a win because it was a flex play. I got 5 out of 6. I had AJ Green more than 12.5 points and rebounds. He ended up with 17, always productive, and they just need him to be. Cade Cunningham took a page out of Rohan's book. More than 1.5 points in the first 3 minutes. I think he had a nice dunk early on. That was a goblin time, but he got to 2, so that was another good one. Jalen Duren, more than 18 points. I kind of thought Jalen Duren was going to feast. He only ended up with 19. So that was close, but still a win. And then Ryan Rollins, more than 27.5 points and assists. I thought I was dead in the water here after the first half, but Rollins really stuck with it. I thought it was gutsy. He ended up with 31 combined points and assists. But so if I'd stopped at 4, it would have been a win. I went with Cole Anthony more than 5 assists because it just felt like he was locked into playing. His frustrating.
He gets like 5 1/4 sometimes.
He basically didn't really even play a quarter. That's the reason it didn't happen. He got his minutes severely cuffed by Ajax. I think he got market corrected. So he
got
hit
cuffed
2
by himself.
Well, yeah, true. But then taken away by Ajax there. He only plays 14 minutes in this game. He only had 2 assists. To 5 turnovers. Oh my God, should have went to turnovers instead. But I figured Cole Anthony, hey, he's got these minutes stamped. He's going to play enough to get all those assists. He didn't, but still a modest win because of the flex play. So download the Prize Picks app today. Get $50 when you play $5 for the first time, whether you win or lose, with promo code Eurostep. That's Prize Picks app. Find the link in our description, and you can use code Eurostep to get $50 when you play $5, win or lose. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Yeah, so I don't think Cole Anthony's done, but I think we're finally going to be in the space where we should be with Cole Anthony, which is like give him a 6-minute stint, and if like he starts hucking the ball away, he just gets pulled and doesn't play again.
Yeah, this is what we thought the rule was going to be, but unfortunately the KPJ injury has kind of ruined things with that.
Yeah.
It was going to be KPJ and Rollins. This was the initial plan, right? What we thought. KPJ and Rollins getting first dibs on those guard spots, and then we'll see what Cole Anthony can do. Unfortunately, Cole Anthony has just had to be the backup point guard, and it hasn't been going well at all. It started out pretty well, but this last week and a half has just been disastrous. His stock has been plummeting.
Yeah.
It's like at like 8 now, I think. It's just bad. It's just really bad. He thinks he can continue to shoot himself out of a slump, but then remembers that he's in a slump and can't shoot, which is kind of perpetuates the problem. It's just a loop of bad shooting. And just the turnovers are crazy.
It's the turnovers for me that just... I have a funny picture of you. I have this in my drafts. If he plays tonight and has one, I'm going to send it immediately. You just look a little befuddled. And the text of it is, when I'm in a live ball turnover competition and my opponent is Cole Anthony. So people can look forward to that one. A good Rohan pick I'll be sharing. Like, he'll just be, like, in the lane, and it's crazy. He's already small. And I feel like he, like, drops down on a disproportionate amount. Like, he ends up lower than he even should be. Like, he'll, like, shoot from this kind of, like, hunched over position, but he'll try to pass from it, too. And it's like a tiny quarterback. Like, he can't see over the whole floor.
He's like Kyler Murray.
Literally, it just gets picked off. Like, he can't see the other guy coming to get the ball. Like, he tried to swing it around the perimeter in this game and just gone, immediate dunk. Like, those are the ones that really kill you. I mean, they just have to be efficient in his minutes offensively because, 5'11" or 6'1" or whatever, he actually is. And they haven't been. And the turnovers are just like, because he's usually the last guy back. He can't do anything, and he throws it to a 6'6" athlete. He can't get back there and stop him from scoring.
Here's the biggest thing that I've been just disappointed in is in the preseason or even like the first game of the season. You see Ryan Rollins and Cole Anthony come in, and they're just defensive menaces.
Yeah.
And Ryan Rollins has kept that up, obviously.
Yeah.
Cole Anthony hasn't. Like, where's that? Where's that Cole Anthony we saw a month ago? Does he just not care?
I don't know.
Does he think he's an offensive engine?
Well, I think they've kind of used him as one. It's not entirely on him. I mean, they're basically until this game, since the first game when KPJ got hurt, he was pretty much stamped into like, you're going to play and have the ball in 40% of the minutes of every single game.
He is basically turning into the KPJ role of last year.
Yeah.
And probably this year again.
Yeah.
Of just being a bench guard who can just initiate offense and just and do all that stuff.
When they're healthy, do you think KPJ and Rollins should start together?
I
don't really like it. I
don't love it. I can see the value in that.
KPJ is a good rebounder for a guard, but I don't know. I think they need a good rebounder, not a good rebound for a guard in that lineup.
Exactly. Plus, I think staggering them will really help. And they're going to play together a lot, I think. I just don't think you have to start them together.
If you did, you'd have to sit Kuz, right? I don't think you you would Rollins,
that's too bad.
Porter Jr., Kuzma, Giannis, Turner.
You would have to sit Kuz.
It's dependent on like, is KPJ going to continue to be like a high 30s, low 40s catch and shoot guy? Then maybe it could work, but you're kind of small again. Whatever. We have a week until we'll have to start asking that question for. I've been mulling it. A lot of people are into it. I think he has a case as like one of the 5 best players on the team, probably, which
absolutely
shows you where we're at. But I don't know if that means he should start.
No, and especially they're not going to do it like his first couple games back.
You never know with the doctor, Mr. Rivers, but
yeah, it's like I keep thinking it's just an ankle injury. Then I remember he tore his meniscus.
Yeah. Hopefully early December. I would hope the ankle's good now.
Yeah. But I don't know if you need to start them together. But Cole Anthony is just going to be banished to the shadow realm, I think. He'll get like 5-7 minutes.
Put him in for 5 minutes, and if it's like, he's 4-4, like we can give him some more time. But he's a flighty player. Like he's not.
If he can go back
player.
To just being a defensive first guard, I think that'd be great.
Yeah, he's got to get the steals, or like he's just the size. You just can't ask much else.
What you want to do is have him alongside another guard.
Yeah.
But they just don't have the facilities for that right now.
But now they do. Ajax, baby.
Yeah, that's true. Thought you were going to say Gary Harris.
Hey, Gary Harris looks good.
Not as a point guard.
No. Gary Harris, 12 minutes, made his only shot, hit a free throw. I think it was an and one. He had 2 assists.
Or was it a tech?
Oh, maybe. I don't remember. I think they didn't have a tech, I don't think. 2 assists, 2 steals, 3 fouls, plus 4 in 12 minutes. It's just like, defensively, watch Gary Harris on the ball. You know who he reminded me of? Wes Matthews. Look at the way his arms, like he's not as stocky, which Wes always had that, which does help a lot.
I'll say it again. Prime Wes Matthews, man. Get him on this
Bucks
team.
Prime West, not even like prime.
Yeah, not even prime.
I think that's what you meant. But
no, I meant Bucks Prime. I'm not even talking pre-Achilles West.
Yeah, pre-Achilles West, who got like what do you get?
Superstar.
We got like 80 mil off on a blown Achilles. Like the Mavs gave that to him. Like you're so
15
good.
years ago.
They're like, you're so good. We're gonna give you that, and like we want, which was a bad idea, but that just speaks to how good he was pre the Achilles injury. And
no,
still was very good after.
Bucks Prime, Wes Matthews.
Bucks Prime George Hill would change our lives too right now.
Oh, man. You never know how good you had it.
No. Those were just like extra guys back then.
Yeah. And no wonder they were always winning like 50, 60 games.
Yeah. Now we got Cole Anthony. I said Trent's been a little better these last 2 games, I think.
He has.
You know what I think? You know what I think it is with Trent? I don't know if it was his. Well, it's kind of his fault because his defense.
Expectations, pressure.
I think he has to be like the worst defender on the floor, and when he's like the third or second best, God forbid, defender on the floor, then it looks really bad. Like he has to guard afterthought guys. They're putting him on Kevin Durant. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm like? What? Like, let's just take a step back. Think about that fact by itself.
Can you guard City Sissoko tonight, please?
Yeah, guard Kevin Durant.
It's not great.
It's not good. No, that's
not good.
That's bad.
I wouldn't say that's good.
I don't think.
Would you say that's good?
It's kind of off a switch, but still, like that's bad.
Yeah, there's no defensive design where you want Gary Trent Jr. to end up on Kevin Durant.
No, it's bad.
Hey, he made it work some possessions, like 2 of them.
2 of them. Kevin Durant made it work on a lot more.
Hey, that's better than I would do in 2 possessions against Kevin Durant.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would hope, frankly. No disrespect to you, but...
No, I meant that as disrespect to me.
Okay.
Don't worry.
All right.
I would hope, KD, if you're listening, you never know. He replied to my tweet once.
Yeah.
He's a fan.
Now that you've invoked his name, it's like Bloody Mary. He will show up. You just don't know which account.
I would think he would just like feel bad for me 1 possession. Like, let's say I had to guard 50 possessions of Kevin Durant.
I was going to say, I feel like on 100 we'd get a stop because he'd just miss an open one.
I don't know about that. He might not.
You think 100 in a row with the fatigue factor?
Is this an open gym or in a game?
Open gym.
Open gym? That's
Well, here's the question. You think you're holding up better in a game when he can like run you through a screen or something?
No. I'm saying in a game you're missing more shots than you are in an open gym.
Fair. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just playing the law of average.
The question,
he's missing fewer shots in an open gym than he is in a game because it's all the same. Like, it doesn't matter whether I'm there or not. He misses open threes in games. He does not miss open threes in practice.
I assume he misses some. Like, he's not going 100 for 100.
At a much lower rate, though.
You're right, though. It's probably better in the game because, like, also, it might be in your mind, like, I don't want to – it's embarrassing if I miss against this bum in an NBA game.
Yeah, it's more pressure.
He has shined under pressure before, though.
Yeah, finals MVP, all that.
I'd put 100 at the number where, like – I mean, he could just dunk on me every time, but I don't think he wants to. That's
what I'm saying. I think he'd feel bad for me 1 possession.
Well, his game too. He's a craftsman.
Mm-hmm.
Like Giannis scores on me 100 times in a row, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's not even hard for him.
No. Actually, not to say it would be hard for Kevin Durant.
Get Tyler Ford in here. I could probably get 50 stops on Giannis. I'll foul Giannis out.
I'm hacking.
It's an offensive foul.
Well, here's the thing. Even if I'm hacking Giannis, it doesn't matter. But I just need to get the offensive foul.
I'll take charge every time.
If I'm holding onto Giannis's arm, Giannis is picking me up and putting me in the basket.
You're on his leg like one of those little kids. Like he's just running with you on his leg. Both of us are on either leg, and he's just still dunking.
He's still dunking. He can still jump.
How many Antetokounmpos would we need to guard Giannis?
All of them.
No, I think 2. I think us and any 2 of them, like, we're not doing much, but, like, we can kind of dig in and swipe at the ball. But, like, because if you get 2, it's Alex who's the smallest. So you need another one. I don't think it could just be us and Alex.
Does Francis count?
The NBA ones only.
Okay.
Or pro basketball, like Costas. But if we had Costas or Thanasis and Alex and both of us, like, he's gonna have to work.
Saying like, and both of us, like we're adding.
We're like flies. We're distracting.
Yeah. Here's the thing about Giannis and KD. I think both of them pretty fairly. If we tried to get an offensive foul, if they were trying, they would severely injure us. But I don't think I think they're too nice and they wouldn't want to do that.
I don't think I'd ever get an offensive foul on KD.
This is the state of the Bucks, by the way. We'd rather talk about this.
I think I'd be lucky to get 1 charge and 100 on Giannis because he's so skilled now. Like 2017 Giannis, yeah, we could draw a charge, I think. Now, like
maybe 1 or 2 in 100, but still.
Well, I think maybe 1 in 100 now, like if you kind of got lucky. But he's so good at going around set defenders now. The speed is like, it's really hard to calculate the speed of NBA players unless you're right there. It would be shocking to us. I think the first 30, we're just like nowhere even close.
Yeah, we're not even
I'm set to take a charge. Giannis is 8 feet to the right dunking, and I'm like, wait, well, how did that happen?
I think the 1 or 2 possessions we could get a stop on Giannis is where he tries like his jumper.
Yeah, you have to hope he does. Like he gets tired of dunking. Which if I could dunk, I would never get tired of dunking.
No, I'd be dunking as
the hand hurts. Podcast. Maybe the hand starts to hurt, and that's our chance.
Like the wrist
ball slips really out. Yeah, I mean, it hurts to dunk.
Or he tries to do like a windmill on us and misses.
Yeah, that's probably what we'd have to do. All right, well, we can talk about the Bucks again. What do you think the starting 5 in rotation should be against Portland? So, I think what we'll do is when Giannis and KPJ are coming back, we can apply what we've learned in this disaster to the rest of the season. But for now, we're still very much in it. Like we think there's going to be at least a few more games without Giannis. So how do they get a win?
So I think the way you get a win is you have to lock in on defense. You have to be a defensive first team. You can't rely on offense because even if you put your offensive lineups out there, you're still abysmal on offense. So you got to cut your losses on that. You have to be a defensive first lineup. So that's why I think you go with Ajax in the starting lineup instead of Bob. So that allows you to be Ryan Rollins, AJ Green, Andre Jackson Jr., Kyle Kuzma, and Miles Turner. And that way you are a pretty switchable lineup. You are a pretty defensive first lineup. Your weakest link in there is obviously AJ Green. But across the board, you have pretty decent defenders, decent to great defenders in there. From Rollins, Ajax, Kuzma, and Turner. So you just have to be able to lock in on this team, especially Portland, who is not going to have the most. If you lose against the Blazers,
this is a must win. I mean, it's Heat and Knicks after this. Like both Cup games, this is actually a must win. Like it's
absolutely a must win. If you don't win this game, you're not winning a game.
0-5 is likely if you lose this game in this stretch. Yeah. I'm not saying like guaranteed anything can happen in an NBA game, but
especially the Cup, man.
The likely result though is that if Giannis doesn't play, you're 0-5. Which is
Giannis
really
might
bad.
Be like, man, do I really need to come back? That's what I'm scared of most. Don't. No.
I know. Well, I'm not doing it. I'm just. I will say I did see. I want to, as much as I am looking into some things, I did see a couple people in our Discord and on Twitter, like during the Pistons game when it got really bad. Like maybe they should. Like let's just rebuild. Like we're so far away. And I was like, no. Like this is not. This is not the game to make that decision. I think if you look pathetic again against Portland and you want to say like, okay, the supporting cast really sucks, I wouldn't agree necessarily that you should rebuild, but I think it's fairer to say. But the Pistons are red hot. They're as healthy as they've been all year.
Genuinely great team.
They're actually more well-rested. Also, I just think the Bucks were 29-1 against them in their last 30 games. Yes. There's definitely also a sense of like, all right, we're going to get our lick back for like the next 10 years because we have been absolutely bullied by you. And a lot, like, it's not like it's like random guys and they brought in a whole new team. A lot of these guys have been there for like 3 years or more. So it's like, yeah, they were really going to enjoy this, playing the Bucks every single time. Now that they're better, at least seemingly better. Certainly they were a lot better on Sunday, or Saturday, excuse me. So that's not the game I think you should jump to conclusions about. I give everyone free license to panic if they look like crap against Portland, though.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
But I agree with you starting 5. I agree with you starting 5. And on the bench, too, like I'm being – I don't think you can run out the Cole, Trent, Bob trio altogether anymore.
You kind of –
if you want to try it against bench – like their deep bench sucks for Portland if you want to try it. But you got to just have a quick leash with all 3 of those guys. Less so Trent, but really the other 2.
Yeah, you do. But here's the thing. They just don't have enough bodies. I'm
going Sims. I ran out of guys.
You
Harris,
don't. Sims, you ran Harris, the guys immediately.
Sims, Harris, Trent is 3 that I trust well enough. So then, like, I'm just real restrictive. That's 8 with the starters, and then like I'm just going to be real careful with Bob and with Anthony.
And you have the leeway to kind of run Ajax into the ground here.
100%. He hasn't played all year. I mean, even Rollins is 23. He played 34 minutes 2 days ago. Like. Let Rollins, go off. Like, throw Pete Nance in for a couple real possessions.
Yeah,
he looks good every time we see him.
Yeah, he hasn't had a bad stretch yet for the Bucks
or the Herd. Season.
Yeah, or the Herd. He's just good, man.
He's hooping.
What if he's the best shooter on the team? He might be. No, it's still AJ.
It's AJ, yeah.
It's
AJ and Trent are like 2 of the top 5 in corner 3-point efficiency this season. Also, like, let's try and get some more of those.
I think AJ's shooting like 60-something% on corner.
He was 5 of 10. Like, again, in a game where their offense looked awful and they were bullied at every turn by a big physical Pistons team, they got him 10 threes. He still made 5. Get him 10 threes every game.
I was going to say that was one of the bright spots of that game. Is like, okay, we're getting double-digit 3-point attempts from AJ.
They're just like, oh, this is like actually always kind of a good shot. We could literally do it whenever he's on the court, and we just forget. Let's try doing that.
He's one of the best shooters in the league and good at getting open.
And even if he's not one of those. He doesn't have to be open.
No, he can shoot contested threes. It doesn't matter to him.
Some of his best threes of his career, have been like he's in
Ajax
the corner.
Come on the Eurostep and you become an elite shooter.
I'd love to have Ajax on the Eurostep.
Yeah, talk about the good part.
I knew you were going to bring that up.
I can't not stand on business, especially because I brought it up so much last time, and now that we mentioned him coming on the pod, I have to.
Yeah, you do. I was going to say it, but I was like, I won't say it, and then you said it.
Yeah.
But interesting minutes trends from that game. They remembered Turner exists. He played 30 to Bob's 25. And they, garbage time late. And Turner, still a little disappointing, but like decent game. 11 points, which you want to see more.
Does Doc hate him?
4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, only 1 turnover. I will say, I think Ajax got him around the basket for a bucket. And I remember thinking, like, that's the first time someone set up Miles Turner with a good look from 2 in like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe remember that guy exists a little bit more often.
Maybe remember this skilled offensive big man exists, who is your biggest free agent signing, literally contract-wise in Bucks history.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Remember when he had to wave a top 75 all-time guy?
I mean, you could argue he is like not by impact, but like noise at the time of signing. He might be number 1 still. I mean, it was Greg Monroe, and I think this is.
Greg Monroe by noise was probably it was bigger, but that was a big noise. But this is bigger. I think
this is bigger. I think this was bigger at the time.
Most impactful is obviously Brook Lopez,
but it was so shocking when they signed Turner. It was bigger news, I think, than Monroe.
Yeah, Monroe was really big though.
It was really big. I know it's probably revisionist, but I think this was up there at least with Monroe.
This was definitely more shocking. I'm giving you that one. Yeah. Like, I think it was more shocking. I'm just trying to make sure people remember how big the Monroe noise was. Man, I remember writing for Behind the Buck Fest that I was like, oh man, they're a LeBron ankle tweak away from the finals.
I thought they were going to win 50 games. They were terrible.
Yeah, it turns out you need spacing.
Dude, Greg Monroe just like...
Chris Middleton was the only spacing. What was it? It was MCW, Jabari, Chris, Giannis, Moose.
Yeah, I mean, Jabari was starting to shoot threes that year, but he got hurt again.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Tough scenes.
Yeah.
But yeah, remember Miles Turner exists. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see what this game looks like. So it was obviously
kind of not.
It was just one game. Man. They need to win. It was just one game, but here were the minutes in order. Rollins almost 34. In a game with garbage time, would have played like 38. Good. Turner 30. Good. Good trend. Green, not Green. Ajax was 3rd in minutes with nearly 29. Played a ton of the second half. I hope this continues. Then Green, right after him, also played 28. Big Bob played 25. Big Sims played 23.
Big Sims.
Trent played 18. Cole played 14. Kuz played 16.
It's like you install a mod on your Sims game and everyone's just big.
Big Sims. Can somebody Photoshop really big Sims for us? Like a giant Sim in a house. 2 giants. Got to be 2. 2 giant Sims in the house. Big Sims. Oh, I guess it would be Big Chair.
Big Chair. I thought you said Big Chair.
No, Big Chair. We'll also take Jeremiah from Somewhere I Turned Pretty huge next to like the other character. We'll take either one of those.
I thought you were going to say Jeremiah Fears.
That too. Wow.
We'll take him.
A lot of Jers. Yeah. Take him over Cole Anthony.
Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Is he still in the league?
Just got signed by the Pacers, actually.
Oh, yeah. That's why the name is top of mind.
Not as big of a Jer there.
Yeah, Big Sims is getting
Big
23
Sims.
minutes. So you need to have him as he's just part of the rotation.
Yeah. He's got to be there. I mean, he's, again, 3 less minutes than Bob in this game.
Yeah.
And he didn't play garbage time either. They sent out Cole Anthony, but Big Sims was not part of that.
Big Sims is awesome.
They interviewed him, and the Bucks put it on the YouTube channel, like a media session, and it was a 3-minute video, I think, and there was probably 8 questions. Big Sims is not a big talker, but that's okay. I don't need him to be.
Every time I see him, like, kind of muster up a smile, I'm like, oh, something happened. Something really cool happened.
He's just like he is. I feel like bigs are either extremely dramatic, Drummond, or very no nonsense.
Yeah, it's like is it like wide receivers or corners? Is it corners who are?
It's both, but more. I think almost all those two are on the dramatic side.
Yeah, what's a position in any sport where it's either 100 or 0 and there's no in between?
I mean, quarterback, maybe wide receiver. All quarterbacks are the same.
Yeah, they're too media trained.
Yeah, just love when the team wins, baby.
It's like you never hear anything from
running back's good. Although you don't hear much from any of them, to be honest.
No, that's true.
Maybe there's not a good football there are wide receiver examples. It's just pretty rare for them to be quiet.
Like Romeo, let's say Romeo Dobbs, right? Let's say the Packers wide receivers. How about that?
Yeah.
There's just a wide range.
Is Jericho Sims' dad making noise like Watson? Or we haven't had any Bucks parents in a while that we've had to thankfully talk about.
No, we really haven't.
I always think that's funny. Whose dad was it? Like breaking down film of like, this is why they're not using my son. Maybe it was Watson. That's hilarious. Good for you.
Oh, it was.
You must have been a nightmare at like the school level. By the way.
Yeah. Who was that one it was a Browns receiver or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember.
They're just like, look it out. Oh yeah, it was. Was it? It wasn't OBJ, was it? Well, yeah, was it when OBJ wasn't working with Baker?
Yeah, it might have been. I'm gonna look it up. You could say something else.
I mean, I'm excited for the Portland game. I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm just taking it game by game here, and it's gonna be another winnable game for the Bucks. And I think it's a good test for, can the coaching staff continue to make adjustments, and can these players step up?
It was OBJ.
Nice. That's a crazy thing that happened. What do you feel about Amir Coffey being a garbage time guy in the level with Thanasis and Sears now? Thanasis.
I think he's just he had his opportunity and he completely wasted it. He
did make a 3. I think he double clutched it though, which
sounds right.
Doesn't even count at this point for him.
Yeah, he's just he had the opportunity, he made the team, and he got minutes right away and then just didn't make an impact.
Yeah. Big Jer +3 against the Pistons.
Big Jer.
Gary Harris +4. Hilariously, Cole Anthony +10. The best example that single game plus minus just lies sometimes.
Means nothing.
Yeah.
TA +4?
Yeah, they won garbage time.
What if TA's just... What if he's the answer?
When's the last time TA shot a 3?
It's been a while. Did he even take one last year? I don't think he did. Because he wasn't on the team last year.
He definitely did not take one last year.
I meant the year before.
He has taken a shot. He has. I think we've done this on the pod before. He hasn't made a 3 in the NBA since 2020-21. Oh wait, how's that? 21-22. It says he made 0 per game, but he shot 14%. So he must have made 1. Must have rounded it down to 0, but he made 1 in 21-22.
There we go.
So
that's what we like to see.
I don't know. What did your expectation? Do you think they're going to win against Portland?
I think so.
Also, you go on the road after this, so it's at Heat, at Knicks. Both cup games.
I'm very scared.
Yeah.
Because this could be the game that just ruins everything, It could be. It absolutely could be the game that ruins everything. Like you said, if the Bucks just get blown out by this terrible Blazers team on the second night of a road back-to-back, it's just bad. You've lost 4 in a row. Have some sort of shame. Like, genuinely.
Yeah.
It'll be disgusting if they lose.
It will be. Let's do our Eastern Conference.
I'm scared. I'm scared of this game.
I go into it excited. It's an opportunity. Ajax legacy is reborn for the 9th time tonight.
the 9th time in 3 years.
Yeah.
Eastern Conference Player of the Week. We got to do that.
Yep. So
it's not a Buck.
No, it's not a Buck. Ryan Rollins is 7th in scoring this week, though, but 0-3, so that's not going to get it done. Rollins this week, without Giannis, 26, 8.7 assists, 4.7 rebounds to 3.3 turnovers, minus 12 per game. Not his fault. Shooting 45, 38, 89 splits. Pretty good. Pretty good, man.
Is this Mitchell's first one?
I think it is. So
second in the East in scoring, 31.8 points per game. You're throwing in 6 rebounds, 5 assists. The Cavs are 3-1. I could also, I was going to say, it would be really funny if Con Knipple got it going 0-4.
No, I can't be the Con, man.
Yeah, it might be a Norm Powell one.
Is it Jalen Duren?
Ooh.
24.7 points, about 10 boards, just under 4 assists to 2 turnovers. Only 1 combined stock, but they were 3-0 in games he played. Norm Powell was 4-0, but I just don't think they're going to give it to a guy who averaged 23, 3-2.
Yeah.
I mean, Maxey obviously has a case. We saw what he did against the Bucks. They were only 2-2 in his games, but the average
record matters a lot.
36 points, 7.5 assists, 3 rebounds, 2.3 steals, and a block per game. He had 4 blocks this last week.
It's crazy.
Plus the 54 burger. Man, this is a tough one. Are you going to go?
I'm going to go with Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, I mean 32.
This one's the most difficult one so far.
32, 6-5, and 3-1 is good. This is hard. I think fans are gonna yell at this one a little bit, I think. Jaylen Brown, 2-1, 35-5.
Michael Porter Jr.
One win. That's a lot for the Nets. Yeah. He's been
they've won more games than the Bucks this week.
Fair. He's been better than a lot better than Cam Johnson so far. I did not see that one coming. I think they're going to be able to flip him and
he has
get
more leeway.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he also has less structure. It's two-way street.
Yeah. It's also he can do whatever. It's bad when they have to tell him to avoid topics on a podcast.
Yeah, he can't do whatever he wants. He can do whatever he wants on the court.
I don't think he's been listening to them though.
I mean, I think you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube.
I think you should try.
Dude, the clips where they put like Cam Johnson talking about actions and then like MPJ saying that's crazy, listening to like all sorts of descriptions of things on the show. I won't say any more. Wild.
Don't listen to it, by the way.
Don't.
There's no reason to.
Don't listen to it.
Listen to us again.
I'm going to put my perfect record on the line.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going Maxey.
You're taking a risk. You're going Maxey.
I'm going to go Maxey.
Okay.
I think
I'm glad
Mitchell
has a great case. We can be back on even footing.
Yeah, Mitchell has a great case. Maxey making his career high, the defensive numbers, doing it without Embiid. Like, will they give him some credit for trying to carry the injured Sixers?
Doing it without Embiid all year.
Well, yeah. Well, a little bit. Played a little bit. Just a little bit.
I mean, the Cavs did get Garland back.
For like an hour.
A game, yeah.
I think it's probably going to be Mitchell. I'll stick with Maxey. I don't know. 36, 7.5 assists, 3 rebounds.
2-2.
3 stocks. I know the 2-2 hurts.
Was so close to 1-3.
I know. If it's 1-3, I'm definitely going Mitchell, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to go with Maxey. That's that.
I'm going to go with Donovan Mitchell.
And then we've already done the schedule, really, but do you have it up? I think it's...
I do.
Is it Wednesday,
They play
Friday?
the Blazers. Yeah, they play the Blazers tonight, Monday, at home, but then they go on a quick 2-game road trip. Both cup games, both really important. You essentially have to win both of those.
At least one. If you lose both, you're out.
You have to beat the Heat, and I think the Knicks have to lose another game.
Or vice versa, I think.
Or vice versa, yeah. But I think one of them has a game against the Hornets left, which is... difficult. So win one of those 2 games. So they play the Heat on Wednesday, an away game. Then they play the Knicks on Friday, also an away game. But then they come home again to play against the Brooklyn Nets, who, like we said, are not a very good team. That is also a must-win game. I don't care if it's the second night of a travel back-to-back. You got to do it. And then you have the Wizards on the road on Monday, and then Pistons, Sixers again at home, and then the Pistons again.
Jesus Christ.
It's
But
horrible.
Giannis should be back for some or maybe all of that next tough stretch you said. So that the reinforcement is coming. This should be our last full week without Giannis. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, everything else.
For sure. But you have to beat the Blazers.
Got to beat the Blazers, got to beat the Nets.
Yep, absolutely. And hopefully one of the cup games.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be great.
Not holding my breath based on what we've seen, but that would be awesome.
Anything's possible in Miami. Anything's possible for the Knicks.
You gotta, yeah, they have not been great lately. You gotta set the tone here. Build on something. Build something with the Blazers, build on it. TA's waiting. Can't believe no scraps with the Pistons.
I was gonna let Bob get moved.
Pistons have been too good now. They're like, we can't do this. That was 21-year-old me. Yeah, I'm 23 now. I'm leaving all that young guy stuff in the past.
Yeah, I'm leaving all that to Andre Jackson Jr.
Beef Stew's like, I can shoot threes now. I'm too distinguished to scrap. I'm actually a real good player now.
I'll only fight LeBron.
Yeah, well, it's a generational fight. I mean, say people who fought LeBron, he's going to be number one on the list.
He's the only player to get LeBron ejected, I think.
Did LeBron get ejected from that game?
He did.
Wow, yeah, I'm sure.
That's a legacy piece right there.
Yeah.
See, they interviewed LeBron after the game last night. He's just in a towel.
Yeah, I wish they would just do the formal media stuff. I know you can't bring out all the 15 players to the podiums or whatever, but it is kind of...
It just feels wrong.
Yeah.
Just let the man... You couldn't let him put on some underwear?
I saw a different interview with him where he talked about Bronny moving out and they don't talk as much. I'm like, oh, poor LeBron is sad about this.
Yeah.
But also, good for you, Bronny.
Yeah, good for you, Bronny. It's it's any parent going through their kid moving out, It's like
Do you think Bronny brings a sack of laundry home?
Probably. He's probably bringing a couple sacks of laundry.
Yeah.
No, they have someone. They'll get that taken care of.
I don't even know. Maybe it just doesn't reuse clothes. Who knows?
Yeah, it has a different outfit every game.
Yeah.
Do you think he also has a Nike deal?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. Or he's just grandfathered into his dad's Nike deal.
Dude, that would be the best part about having a shoe deal is just the crates of stuff.
Oh yeah. You just get free things.
Yeah. I know.
Awesome.
When the influencers do their unboxing. It's so I want to unbox stuff. Someone send me a crate of stuff.
Yeah. Someone send Ty or me.
Yeah.
Something.
We're gonna get I don't know. We got the Sprecher boxes a couple years back.
Oh, that was
nice.
cool.
That was fun.
That was nice. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've gone too long. We'll say thank you for listening to this episode of the Eurostep here on Blue Wire GSPN, presented by our amazing, wonderful friends over at Prize Picks. Make sure you're subscribed wherever you're listening to or watching this podcast, whether that's your podcast platform of choice or YouTube, respectively. Make sure you leave a 5-star rating and review, like the video, all that fun stuff. Pod random. And we'll talk to you next time.